I'm Pat Kiernan. Welcome to Pat's Papers. We begin today here in New York.
The New York Times leads this morning with the Obama administration decision to replace the top U.S. military commander in Afghanistan. He is General David McKiernan. Officially, Defense Secretary Robert Gates said fresh eyes were needed, but insiders are saying McKiernan's approach was considered too conventional. The release of Iranian-American journalist Roxana Saberi celebrated on the front page of the Minneapolis Star-Tribune today. The paper's his friends and family have gathered in Fargo. They will welcome Saberi home after an Iranian appeals court suddenly overturned her 8-year prison sentence for spying. Now, I'm active on Twitter. I follow about 400 people on Twitter. Feel free to join me. It is at Pat Kiernan. I don't understand why I would clutter my Twitter screen with Wells Fargo or Bank of America's marketing updates when I don't even do my banking business with them. But according to USA Today, corporate America wants to jump onto Twitter because it has buzz. Thanks to a Chicago man, the decisions made in the halls of Congress are now just a few clicks away. That in the Sun-Times this morning, frustrated that no website existed to aggregate congressional decisions. 29-year-old Paul Everton created Visible Vote. This is an application for iPhone or BlackBerry which allows you to see how elected officials are spending their time in Washington. Is life in the suburbs possible without a car? The New York Times writes about one German town that's giving it a go. 70% of residents there do not own cars, and they chose this lifestyle because most of them had cars before they moved into the neighborhood. The Buffalo News reporting from Washington today as a federal hearing on the February plane crash gets underway. The focus will be on the training and behavior of the pilots who were among the 50 people killed. The New York Post says cockpit tapes show the captain was flirting with his pretty co-pilot moments before the crash. And the headline in the New York Daily News asks, what the hell was this guy doing flying this airplane? In Jackson, Mississippi, the body of Mayor Frank Melton was on public display at City Hall. It was a crazy ending to a tumultuous political career. He suffered a heart attack on primary night last Tuesday as he was trailing in the polls. We've heard much about the tough times U.S. manufacturers are facing, most U.S. manufacturers anyway. Not all of them. On the front page of the Times Herald in Port Huron, Michigan, word that candy sales are strong. Here's some news you don't want to take sitting down, says the Washington Post. A new study has found people who spend most of their time sitting are much more likely to die. And Texans knew that it was a storm season last year when Hurricane Ike ripped through the state, but the Houston Chronicle reports that now, 8 months later, there's evidence of another natural phenomenon, baby making.
We send out a list of our favorite stories by email each day. You can subscribe at patspapers.com, and you'll find on our main page links to all of the stories we featured today.